You don't actually have approach anxiety, and I'm gonna explain to you in this video why or how to actually get rid of it, even if you don't have it or if you think you have it, right? The real problem is you lack confidence, right? And there's a reason why you lack confidence. You know, you see this pretty girl in the gym or at school or at work, and you're like, oh, maybe I should go talk to her. Maybe I should go say something. And then your brain starts coming up with all these like, oh, what if she like dumps me? Or what if she like says no and embarrasses me in front of everybody, or wherever I just like never am able to speak to her again. I don't want to cause all these long term implications because we have the same class or in the same gym, and like your brain comes up with all these like bullshit excuses that aren't really gonna happen. They're not. It's not like you're in some like weird ass movie where like you go and talk to this girl, you say hi, and she goes, "Ew, get the hell away from me." Like that doesn't happen in reality, right? Like girls are a lot nicer than you would actually think, or at least if you believe, even if you just talk to one or two girls, which I know you have at one point in your life, you'll know that they're not as like rude or the way that you might perceive them. It's all just your brain coming up with these like weird simulations where it's like, oh, this girl's gonna like act up, but it's never like that. It's just your brain is literally coming up with all this bullshit because it's like it's so scared. And the reason it's actually scary is not because you have approach anxiety. For the longest time, I kept telling myself, like, everybody on the internet says, like, oh, you have approach anxiety, you have approach anxiety. And for the longest time, I thought that's what I had. But it's like, if you tell your brain, I have this problem, how do I solve it? Your brain will figure out a way to solve it, right? It's like, if you tell your brain, oh, I haven't seen a red car in a long time, how do I want to see a red car? Your brain will literally look for red cars, right? And that's why you'll be like, oh, I haven't seen a Tesla in a long time. Then you end up seeing a Tesla, right? Your brain is able to like your brain's a success seeking machine. So whatever problem you feed your brain, it looks for that solution. So if you keep telling your brain, "Oh, I have approach anxiety. How do I fix this? How do I start talking to girls?" But you don't actually have approach anxiety, your brain can never solve that issue, right? Because it's not a real problem that you have. Your real problem is that you lack confidence, right? And you lack confidence, and that causes you to have a lack of belief within yourself and in your product, the product being you. And the biggest thing for most guys, I swear, like this is like the biggest life changer, is literally just they're investing in your own product, and the biggest investment in your product is like looks maxing. But as we know, like, you have genetics, you have a certain type of hair, certain type of jaw, face, eyes, whatever it may be. So those things you can't really change as much. But there's one thing that you can change that is so detrimental to your like success in like your dating world, or just like your overall health and just like your confidence and well-being, and that is your physique. And that is why I created a course where I took the last 5 years of me training and maintaining like aesthetic physique and like changing the like my whole life completely. Went from like having so much more confidence. My health went through the roof. I was like 40 pounds overweight, and now I'm like lean. I have abs. Women started coming to me. I stopped like I never was the type to chase women, but then they started approaching me. They started coming to me, sliding in my DMs, like in my pictures, everything. Like Tinder went through the roof. Like everything you could ever want comes, I swear, from an aesthetic physique. Because you start, not only do you feel confident, but you start attracting women rather than chasing them. And if you want that course, link in the description. But back to the main point, right? It's like when you start actually building this physique, your whole life change. Because the whole idea of approach anxiety, I swear, it's like, even I've heard women say multiple times, it's like the most often that they actually get approached are by guys who are actually in shape, and those are the guys that they actually end up getting with, right? But then you, as a guy who like might not be in shape, might not have the confidence, might not have the belief, will always be like, oh yeah, because I'm just not in shape. But it's like that is something you can change, right? And it's like it's easier than you would think, and that's why I laid it out. Because more often than not, going to the gym is actually a very simple procedure. But the reason that you have an issue is like you don't know what to do, you don't know what to eat, you don't know how to stay consistent, and it's like all of that is like accounted for. Like I took all that into consideration because I went through the same problems. Right, when I first started going to the gym, I was super overweight. I didn't even strength train. I didn't have a diet. I didn't have anything. Right, and I was like, the big issues was like I didn't want to become a bodybuilder, right? Because I don't want to be like this big bulky guy. And on top of that, I wanted to still have I want to have like a lean like movie star Hollywood type of look where it's like to attract women and to like be like healthy and confident. But I also didn't want to have like a serious diet where I was like eating like chicken and rice, and I accounted for all that. I was able to build this like program, and the way I like maintain my like physique and my fitness lifestyle is with no diet. Like I don't diet at all. Like I eat whatever I want, and I just make sure that my workouts account for that. And the workouts that I have are like so efficient that they don't take long, and your workouts are just so prominent because you're just like it's actually so fun. Like the way I design my workouts are like so fun. So people are like, oh, how are you so disciplined? How are you like addicted to the gym? It's like I'm not addicted. This shit is just fun. It feels like a video game to me. So it feels like every time I go to the gym, I'm playing a game and I'm unlocking more muscle. And then like at the same time, there's so many attractive women at the gym who will like who you can go talk to, and you'll have the confidence to go talk to. You'll actually be able to pull them because you're in shape, so you're actually able to attract in shape women, or they'll literally come up to you. I get approached all the time, like it's like so easy because like I know like all those like I'm not like a fitness geek or like whoever, like those like bodybuilder type who are like sleep optimization, health optimization, nutrition optimization, where they're like they want everything like super dialed in, like they want their whole life to be around or like revolve around like peak performance, like we're an athlete, where it's like if you're not an athlete, all of that shit is just so unnecessary. It's way too expensive. It's way too like consuming of your whole life. And like then you have like those like dating coaches who like just be spitting all this bullshit where it's like, oh yeah, go outside and cold approach. Oh yeah, make a Tinder profile and just pay for boost. Oh, like do some looks maxing. And it's like all of that shit is like all that information is good information, but I don't want all the excessive bullshit. Like I wanted like a nice middle ground where I was like still like a top high performer, top like 3% man or whatever, but not like a try hard top 1%, and definitely not like the bottom 95% of people who are like losers, who like just don't do shit, right? They don't want to, they struggle to attract women and they struggle to even get in the gym, but it's like that's not for people who are watching this video are people who actually want to change, who are there on self-improvement. They actually want to better their life, and for that that is why I made this program. Like I want to be able to just like take what I learned in like years. What took me years should not have taken me years, and that's what the whole program is for. It's to like save you time, energy, everything, just like, and money, just so you don't actually, because it's so like relatively cheap for what you're getting, because it's like a life investment for your overall self-improvement journey, and to speed it up, right? Because it's like you should be learning from someone who's already had the success that you want, right? Like I have the physique, I have the girls. It's like it's so much easier once you learn from someone who actually has what you want. So if you're just like learning from like a guy who's like attracting like low quality women, he's barely like, he's like in the gym but he's not really in the gym, like his workouts are garbage. If you ever worked out with people like that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like my workouts are like super stringent on like not bodybuilding, but not like, oh, I just want to be a healthy guy. Like no, like we're trying to get aesthetic. We're trying to build like a Dorito physique. We're trying to look good. We're trying to attract. We're trying to build like an aesthetic aura, right? That's what the whole program's name is, right? To build an aesthetic aura, to attract. And so nonetheless, it's like if you can kind of just focus your whole effort, like I'm telling you, it takes less time than you would think. Like realistically, you can change your physique drastically, like to a point where you will start attracting women like effortlessly with ease, because you just have this confidence, this radiates off you within like 3 to 6 months. Whereas like if you like take the advice of like those health coaches who are like forcing you to like go to the gym for like a whole year and like optimize every aspect of your life, or those dating coaches who like say like weird shit like, oh yeah, just go outside your house and like stand around, and then like as you see women are walking a cold approach into practice, like what kind, like I don't know, like if you're actually doing that, you have to be a fucking loser. Like you have to be really 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 fucking weird. Like that doesn't even seem like it has any leverage or any time. And it's like why would you want to get with some random woman off the street, and why would she want to get with you? Like it makes absolutely no sense why they would teach that. Same thing with like Tinder. It's like if you're actually on Tinder, you know that it's like bullshit all over, where it's like most of the things are like low quality, ugly, like women that you would never want to get with. So it's like, why am I on here looking like I'm down bad and like I have no like proper like prospects in real life? It's like the only reason you would have no prospects in real life is if like you aren't in any active like social places. Like if you're only in your house, obviously you're not gonna see any women there. But like that's why like the approach that I took, I think was like so perfect, and that's why I want to lay it out for people, where it's like go to the gym, build the physique that you want, right, with a good fun workout that's like actually like gonna get you what you want, while at the same time you're around people socially. You have all these attractive women around you. You have guys who will motivate you because they're just in better shape, right? It's like it's such a perfect approach. Like I feel like I found like a precision like snipe, right? It's like, oh my god, like I wish someone had just told me this when I was younger. It was like, bro, if you just go to the gym and you do these workouts, you don't even need to diet excessively, and at the same time you'll have more attractive women here in this like single environment, whatever gym you are in, right? Like, there'll always be some attractive women there, right? And if there's no attractive women, there's thousands of other gyms in your area probably, right? Nonetheless, or like 10, 20, whatever, right? If you just take this approach, follow the program in the course, in the description, you will see success. You will get over your approach to that because it's not real. I'm telling you, it's not real. And if you believe it's real, you're going to make it real. If you just realize, okay, I don't have approach anxiety, I have a lack of confidence, which is okay, right? Because you're in a situation where you don't have confidence, you don't have the body that you want to have. But it's like, once you get that body, you have it forever. You have the confidence forever. You're able to attract women forever. And it's like everything in life gets easier. Every aspect of life gets easier. And if you can just understand this, like really take it in the end, you're going to fucking win.